Good morning to everyone, beta. So we have just started with your refraction, beta. Plane surfaces per refraction. Hope we have been started. Now today we'll try to complete the refraction at the plane surfaces.
Okay, sir.
See the next heading. Concept of prism. Concept of prism. This also comes under the refraction at the plane surfaces, beta. Now, what is the basic condition for the prism, beta? Basic condition for prism is if two parallel slabs are participating in the refraction, then it will be called as a slab. If the two refracting surfaces are not parallel, then we can say it will be a prism. Then it will be a prism part of relation. Is it clear? Like say, for example, if this is your slab like this, okay. If a ray of light is coming like this, a ray of light is coming like this, it is incident on this surface, and this will be the perpendicular for this one. So drop a normal for this one. The ray of light is coming from which medium, beta? Rarer medium to denser medium. So it bends towards the normal. So it will bend right now here. Again, with respect to this one, if I'm dropping a normal right now, it is going from denser medium to rarer medium. So it bends away from the normal. Okay. So then such type of a body is called as a what? Slab. So what is the condition here? I can write here. If two parallel surfaces, if two parallel surfaces are undergoing refraction, then it is called slab. Then it is called what? Slab. Okay. In the same situation, if I draw a slab like this, this is your slab. Okay. The ray of light is being incident on this one like this. Okay. And this will be the normal. Then this ray of light is undergoing the refraction. So they are going from rarer to denser medium. So what happens, beta? It bends nearer to the normal. Okay. This will be your normal like this. If the ray of light is right now going from rarer medium to denser medium, so it slightly bends. It slightly bends right now for this one. So it will be bending towards the normal and incident on this one like this. Okay. And even for this one, this will be the normal right now. Okay. And this ray of a light from here, it is going from denser medium to rarer medium. So it bends away from the normal right. So it bends away from the normal. Okay. By the diagram a bit more deeper clear. If ray of light is incident like this, and this one is your normal, it bends towards the normal when you're going from rarer medium to denser medium. So it slightly bends and it will incident on the again, this will be your normal beta. Going from denser medium to rarer medium, it will bend away from the normal. Okay. So this is your angle of incidence I. This is the first surface. This is the second. See right now here, this is the first surface on which the ray of light is being incident. This is the another surface which the ray of light is being incident. Angle between them is 90 degrees. If the two refracting surfaces are not parallel, then we say that it is a prism. Is it clear for everyone?
Yes, sir.
If two refracting surfaces are not parallel, two refracting surfaces are not parallel, then we say it is prism. Unmute yourself, beta. You say it is a prism. Clear for everyone?
Yes, sir.
One, the thing which you need to remember is angle of a prism. Angle of prism. Angle of prism is represented by letter A, beta. It is angle between two refracting surface. Angle between the two refracting surface. Okay, let's say if this is your prism right now here, if the ray of light is incident like this, bend slightly like this, and here from this one it will go like this. Okay, this is your right now, say for example 90 degrees, this is say 80 degrees, this will become how much for me? 60 degrees. So angle of the prism will be equal to your 60 degrees. Clear, beta?
Yes, sir.
If I take even one more diagram like this is a this is a prism. The ray of light is being incident on this one like this. Okay, and without any refraction, it will be incident on this one. Okay, and from here it is slightly bended and it has been passing through this one right now. Like this. Okay, so what are the two refracting angles bit? Like this is a ray of light, it is going like this, and this is without any bending condition directly passing through this one. This angle is right now 60 degrees. This angle is your 80 degrees. So obviously this angle will become how much for me? 40 degrees. So what will be the angle of your prism beta? Can anyone tell me? What will be the angle of prism? See, the first ray of light is incident on this surface. This is another surface. So refraction is happening between these two surfaces which are being
40
inclined at an
degrees.
angle of 40 degrees. So angle of incidence will be 40 degrees. Clear?
Yes, sir.
This is the prism. And if the ray of light is being incident on this one like this, and this one is your normal, this ray of light from here it will get incident on this surface, and for this one this is your normal, from here it is refracting away from this one like this. If this angle is your 60 degrees, this angle is say for example how much it will be beta? This is your 80 degrees, this will become for me how much? 40 degrees.
40.
180 बन रहा है ना पूरा?
Yes, sir.
Now what will be the angle of prism?
80.
80 degrees will be the angle of prism, because here the diffraction is happening between this surface and this surface. So angle of the prism will be equal to 80 degrees. So I hope you got an idea how to get the angles.
Yes, sir.
Chalo, next one. Say for example, this is your prism. The ray of light is being incident on this one like this. Generally, light always travels in a straight line beta. So if there would have been no prism, the light might have been gone like this, isn't it? But due to the refraction, this is your normal right now here, beta, isn't it? So this ray of light will bend from here, and here there is another normal right now like this. Okay, this ray of light from here will bend towards the normal and incident on this one right now. This is your angle of refraction R1, and this is your angle of refraction R2. And this one is your angle of prism, that is nothing but E. From this normal, this ray of light will go away from this one like this. If I extend this ray of light, this is final emergent ray of light in the backward direction, it is meeting somewhere here to the angle of incidence. This angle is known as of your angle of deviation. Angle made by the incident ray of light with the refracted ray is known as of your deviation. This will be the angle of your prism. This will be the angle of your prism. This one is some angle. So angle of the prism will be equal to this one. Dow will be equal to what here right now, beta? Dow is known as of your angle of your
deviation.
deviation. Angle of your deviation. Okay. Angle between the incident ray and the refracted ray, beta. It is nothing but what? Angle between the incident ray. This is your incident ray. This is your incident ray. And this is your refracted ray. This is your refracted ray. The angle made by the incident ray with the refracted ray is known as of your angle of deviation. Is known as what? Angle of deviation. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Now, in this itself, I'll write the values. This will be the angle of prism beta I. This is your A. This is your angle of your emergence. Isn't it? This is your deviation. You know that from the given figure, R1 plus of your R2 will be equal to your angle of your prism. R1 plus R2 will be equal to how much for me? Angle of your prism. Then
Prism.
what will be the deviation beta? Deviation will be equal to angle between the angle of your incidence. This is nothing but equal to how much beta? This will become for me I minus of your R1, and this one will be equal to your how
I
much beta?
minus R2.
E2. This one is E here right now.
Yes.
Isn't it?
E
That
emergent.
means the deviation can be written as of your I plus E minus of your E. I'm writing the formula directly because this is much
Yes,
important for us to for the competitive examination. So deviation dou is equals to I plus E minus of your E, and the relation between the angle of your refractions at the two plane surfaces will be equal to R1 plus R2 will be equal to your A part of relation. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Chalo, very good. Next one is minimum deviation. Minimum deviation. Minimum deviation represented by your dou minima. Okay. So what is the condition for this one, beta? Condition for your minimum deviation. Angle of incidence must
Angle
be
of
equal to angle of emergence,
emergence.
and R1 must be equal to your R2. That is nothing but equal to R. Therefore, I can write here R1 plus R2 is equals to A. So R1 plus R2 is R and R. This will be equal to 2R is equals to A. That means R will be equal to how much beta? A by 2. So this will be the condition. Angle of refraction must be equal to A by 2. What is another condition beta? I must be equal to your E. That means
Yes.
dou minima will be equal to I plus E minus of your A. Isn't it? Angle of incidence must be equal to angle of emergence. That means this will be equal to I plus of your I minus of your A. That means I can write this one as of your
2I minus
2I
A.
minus of your A. So this is the minimum deviation formula. So dou minimum will be equal to your 2I minus of your A part of relation.
Yes,
Clear?
sir. Yes, sir.
So from this one, I can get the value of incidence beta I. I will be equal to how much beta? If this goes here right now, this will become for me A plus minimum deviation divided by 2. So this will be your angle of your incidence. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Now, for minimum deviation, if I'm applying the Snell's law, mu will be equal to your sine I divided by your sine of your R. This is known as a for what? Prism formula. Prism formula. That means mu is equals to sine. Angle of incidence will be equal to A plus minimum deviation divided by 2. Divided by, this one is sine R.
Sin A
R
by
will
2.
be equal to your A by 2. So this will be the minimum deviation formula for. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
So this is your minimum deviation formula. That is prism formula. Refractive index mu is equals to sine of A plus dm divided by your sine of your A by 2 part of relation. Is it clear, but everyone?
Yes, sir.
Chalo, next one. For thin prisms. For your thin prisms. Okay. So for thin prisms, what I can write beta? For thin prisms, angle of your prism will be lesser than 10 degrees beta. And such type of a prisms are called as what? Thin prisms. And sine theta will be approximated to your theta. Okay. So the minimum deviation formula will become for me. Dou minima will be equal to your. Dou minima will be equal to your. How much for me? This will become for me mu minus 1 into your E. Why? Because I'm applying the Snell's law beta. Mu 1
Yes,
into
sir.
your sine I
Sin I equal to mu
equal
2 into sin R.
your mu 2 into your sine of your emergence. That is nothing but E. Angles are very small. So it is mu 1 into your I will be equal to your mu 2 into your R.
R.
So is this not E? This will become for me your
Yes, sir.
sine
Sin
of
R.
your R. isn't it? So it is mu1 into your I will be equal to your mu2 into your R. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So simplifying that one, I'll be writing the relation. Tau minima is equals to mu minus 1 into your A part of relation. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Sure. Then what will be the refractive index beta? For thin prism, if angle of prism A is lesser than 10 degrees and sin theta is equals to theta, that means refractive index will become how much for me beta? Refractive index will be equal to your sin theta can be written as theta. So this will become for me
Yes.
A plus minimum
D
deviation
D by
divided
2
by
by
2
A by
divided by your A by 2. So this will become for me how much beta? A plus tau minima divided by your A. This is
yes,
2
sir.
and 2 will get cancelled. So the refractive index for the small prisms will be equal to how much for me beta? A is equals to tau into your M divided by your A. So this will be the formula for the prism formula for your thin prisms part of relation. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Sure. Let me give you one small question for this one. Say for example, the angle of glass, the angle of glass is 4.5 degree. Okay. The angle
Yes,
of
sir.
glass is how much better? 45 degree. Sorry,
4.5
4.5 degree.
degrees.
And its refractive index is 1.52 degree. 1.52. Sorry, not degree. 1.52. The angle of minimum deviation is the angle of minimum deviation will be. Can you? Options are 1.5 degree. Next one is a 2.3 degree. Next one is 4.5 degree. And fourth one is 2 degree. The angle of prism of the glass is 4.5 beta and refractive index is also given for me. Angle is given as of your 4.5 degree. Refractive index is given as 1.52. Minimum deviation is asking. What is the formula beta? Tau minimum is equals to your mu minus 1 into your A. That is 1.52 minus 1 into angle of prism is your 4.5. So that will be equal to how much beta? 1.52 minus 1 will become for me how much? 0.52 into your this one will be equal to 4.5. So that will become how much?
2.3 degrees.
Very good. 2.3 degrees will be the answer. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Sure. One more question. The angle of minimum deviation. The angle of your minimum deviation measured with a prism is 30 degrees and the angle of prism is 60 degrees. Okay, the refractive index of prism material is, come on, how much? This one is √2, this one is 2, this is 3/2, and fourth option is 4/3. The angle of the minimum deviation measured with a prism is 30 degrees. That means Tau minimum is equals to how much better? 30 degrees. And angle of prism is given for me. A is equals to 60 degrees. Refractive index is asking. So mu is equals to sine of your A plus of your minimum deviation divided by 2 divided by this one is sine of your A by 2. So mu will be equal to your, this will become how much better? This is sine, angle of prism is 60 plus this one is nothing but 30 divided by 2 divided by this one is sine of your 60 divided by 2. So that will become how much for me beta? This is equals to mu is equals to 60 plus 30 is how much for me beta? 90, isn't it? 90 divided by 2, 45. So this one is your sine 45 degrees divided by sine 60 by 2. This will become for me sine 30. So this will become how much for me? Mu is equals to sine 45 is how much better? Sine 45 is 1 by root 2 divided by sine 30 is equals to how much for me? 1 by 2. That means this will become for me 2 by root 2. If it is 2 by root 2, this will become for me how much? Root, because 2 can be written as root 2 into root 2, root 2 gets cancelled. So 2 root 2 will be the answer for this. So first option will be the answer for this. Clear? Sure. One more question. A ray of light
Sir,
is better.
in last problem, can't we take that previous one formula?
Which one?
The equal to mu minus 1 into A.
Mu minus 1 into A is applicable for the angles lesser than how much better? 10 degrees, na?
Yes, sir.
But
Okay.
here angle is how much for me? 30 degrees, 60 degrees,
Yes, sir.
isn't
Yes,
it?
sir.
So we can't use that formula there. Okay?
Okay, sir. Yes, sir.
Very good. A ray of light is incident. A ray of light is incident on a 60-degree prism. 60-degree prism at the minimum deviation. At the minimum deviation. Okay. At the minimum deviation position. The angle of refraction. The angle of refraction at the first phase. At the first phase. At the first phase of prism is. This was previous medical question. I'll give the option. First one is 30 degrees. Second one is 45 degrees. Third one is 60 degrees. And fourth one is 0. This is AIPMT question. Can anyone? A ray of light is incident on a 60 degrees prism. That means angle is equals to how much better? 60 degrees. At a minimum deviation. That means tau is equals to tau minima. Isn't it?
To
So
I
when will
minus
be
A.
tau minima beta? When R1 is equals to R2, that is
R2.
equals to
Yes.
R. That means R must be equal to how much for me? A by 2. That's it. So that means 60 divided by 2. How much it will be? 30.
30.
This is the, see the level of the questions, how you are getting in the medical entrance. No need of do the very lengthy type of a questions. Directly formula based. But only thing is, at that moment of a time, you should be in a position to recollect it. That is only the thing you need to get an idea. See, next question, beta. This one was a neat question. See the question whether you can do it or not. The angle of incidence, the angle of incidence for a ray, the angle of incidence for a ray of your light at refracting surface, at a refracting surface of a prism, refracting surface of a prism is 45 degrees. Okay. The angle of a prism, the angle of a prism is 60 degrees. Okay. If the ray suffers, if the ray suffers minimum deviation, minimum deviation through the prism, minimum deviation through the prism, the angle of minimum deviation, the angle of minimum deviation and refractive index of material of prism is, material of a prism is. First option is 45 degrees, comma 1 by root 2. Second option is 30 degrees, comma root 2. Third option is 45 degrees, comma root 2. And the fourth option is 30 degrees, comma 1 by root. See the question once again, bit. The angle of incidence for a ray of light at the refracting surface of a prism is 45 degrees. That means angle of incidence is equals to 45 degrees. The angle of prism, that means A is equals to how much? 60 degrees. The ray suffers the minimum deviation. Minimum deviation means what? So tau minimum will be equal to I
Two-
plus of your E minus of your A. In minimum deviation, I1
2
will be
I
equal
minus
to,
A.
yeah, I1 is I is equals to E is equals to I. That means this will be equal to 2I minus of your A. So minimum
30
deviation will
degrees.
yeah, tau minimum will be equal to 2 into 45 degrees minus of your 60. So 2 into 45 is 90, 90 minus 60, that will be equal to 30. So minimum deviation is how much I'm getting? 30 degrees. So I'm having two options in this one, beta, second option and third option. So I need to 110% even do the second one. So how do you calculate the refractive index? Mu is equals to,
Sin
refractive
A
index
plus
is
B by 2 by
A
sin.
plus of your dm divided by 2 divided by this one is sine of your A by 2, isn't it? So just simplify it, you'll get the answer. So this one will be equal to sine, this one is 60 plus of your 30 divided by 2 divided by sine of your 60 divided by 2. ऐसे पहला सेम आया था अपने को. This will become for me sine 45 degrees divided by sine 30 degrees. Sine 45 is how much
1 by
beta?
root 2.
1 by root 2 divided by 1 by
30 degrees and 1 by root 2.
2 by root 2, and this will be equal to root 2. Very good. So that will be your 30 degrees and root. See, एक ही मेडिकल एंट्रेंस के प्रीवियस क्वेश्चन भी अगर किया गया था ना, तो बच्चा ये आराम से कम टाइम में क्वेश्चन करके आता है, क्योंकि ऑलरेडी प्रीवियस क्वेश्चंस में 2010 में यही क्वेश्चन एज इट इज पूछा गया था. फिर 2016 नीट में एज इट इज क्वेश्चन पूछा गया हुआ था बेसिकली, isn't it? So that is a
Yes,
thing
sir.
you need to remember Pythagorean relations. Clear है?
Yes, sir.
चलो नेक्स्ट वन. Dispersion and deviation. Dispersion and deviation. Dispersion and deviation. Dispersion मतलब क्या बेटा?
Splitting of
Splitting
light.
of a white light. This is a dispersion. देखो मान के चलो, ये मेरे पास प्रिज्म है इस तरह से. When a light is incident, a white light is been incident, isn't it? It undergoes the refraction. तो ये split हो जाएगा इसी के अंदर. Actually, this will bend like this, and this will be like that. Actually, in the absence of the light in the prism, the ray of light should have been traveled in a straight line like this. ऐसे जाना चाहिए था, isn't it? तो इसमें एक कलर यहाँ पर आ जाएगा, that will be mean color. तो जो बाहर निकलेंगे, first ray of light will be here right now, red, and the last one will be the violet. मेरे पास violet तो नहीं है, ऐसे लिखिए, ठीक है? तो ये हो गया इसका mean colors. So when a white light is being incident on this one, this is your white light. It is being dispersed into your VGR. यानी यहाँ पर हो जाएगा V, यहाँ हो गया इंडिगो, यहाँ पर हो गया ब्लू, यहाँ पर हो गया ग्रीन, यहाँ पर हो गया येलो, यहाँ पर हो गया ऑरेंज और यहाँ पर हो गया रेड. ठीक है ना? पूरे कलर्स में डिस्पर्स हो जाएगा. मैंने ऊपर के दो एक्सट्रीम ही लिखा, एक तो VGR और द बाकी का पूरे सी के अंदर रहेंगे. दैट इज नोन एज ऑफ व्हाट? डिस्पर्शन. So dispersion is nothing but splitting of a white light into its constituent
several
colors
colors.
is known as of your dispersion. उसके बाद हम लोग बात करते हैं deviation. के बाद हम लोग बात करते हैं deviation. Deviation मतलब बेटा simple condition में ये होगा अपना prism. Okay. When a ray of light is been incident on this one, मान के चलो ये इस तरह से incident हुआ था, तो ray of light इस तरह से ही जाना चाहिए था basically. But due to the normal, what happened? It has bended here right now. अगेन
Yes,
ये
sir.
इसका नॉर्मल था, फिर इसके बाद इट विल बी बेंडिंग अवे फ्रॉम द नॉर्मल राइट। सो द एंगल मेड बाय द इंसिडेंट, ये हो गया मेरा इंसिडेंट रे और ये हो गया मेरा रिफ्रैक्टेड रे। The angle made by the incident ray with the refracted ray is known as of your what? Deviation. Is known as what? Deviation. Is it clear?
Deviation. Yes, sir.
इसको अगर हम लोग एक्सटेंड करेंगे यहाँ पर पीछे, तो यहाँ पर कहीं पर मिलेगा, इस एंगल को हम लोग बोलते हैं डेविएशन। Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Isn't it? मिनिमम डेविएशन का फॉर्मूला क्या होता है बेटा? डाउ इज इक्वल्स टू योर
2i
म्यू
minus a.
माइनस 1 into your E, isn't it? And refractive index of your violet color will be greater than refractive index of red color. So deviation of the violet will be greater than the deviation of the red color. That is the reason that अपने को सिग्नल्स में रेड कलर यूज करते हैं स्टॉप करने
Yes,
के लिए,
sir.
क्योंकि वो क्या होता है कि वो बहुत ज्यादा लॉन्ग डिस्टेंस ट्रैवल करेगा। अगर ज्यादा बेंड हो गया तो क्या हो जाएगा? इट विल फॉल नियरर। जैसे
Yes.
ग्रीन लाइट है, ग्रीन लाइट अगर बहुत लॉन्ग में आ रहा है, कभी आपने दुबई वगैरह का एयरपोर्ट्स वगैरह देखा हो या वेरी ह्यूज हाईवे देखा हो जहां पर अपने को सिग्नल्स लगे हुए होंगे, तो रेड लाइट कैन बी सीन फ्रॉम ए वेरी लार्ज डिस्टेंस, a danger signal, so that you can slow down your speed of the car or maybe anything. On green light and orange light उसका bending क्या होता है? more होता है, so the deviation will be less. So that is the reason in the traffic signals will be using the red color for the stopping, because the deviation is less and it will travel the larger
More
distance.
distance.
So refractive index of your mu is greater than refractive index of red. So deviation of the violet is greater than the deviation of the red
Red.
color particulation, isn't it? So in the VIBGYOR जब भी हम लोग ले रहे हैं इस तरह से, in the VIBGYOR when I'm going from the violet to your red, तो रिफ्रैक्टिव इंडेक्स यहाँ पर क्या हो जाएगा बेटा? मैक्सिमा होगा, और रेड के लिए रिफ्रैक्टिव इंडेक्स क्या हो जाएगा? मिनिमा होगा। तो लेकिन वेवलेंथ क्या हो जाएगा बेटा? यहाँ पर वेवलेंथ विल बी योर मैक्सिमा और यहाँ पर
Minimum.
वेवलेंथ विल बी पर मी मीनिंग। क्लियर है?
At red, wavelength will be more, no,
सॉरी,
sir.
या दिस विल बी मोर, यहाँ पर वेव will be lesser and here the wavelength will be your more. Clear? Because refractive index is inversely proportional to your wavelength. From the Catch's formula also we did this one. So mu is inversely
Yes, sir.
proportional to your wavelength. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
चलो, so ये हो गया था डिविएशन के थोड़े थोड़े फॉर्मुलेस जो अपने को याद रखना है। So mu v is greater than of your mu r and mu v is greater than of your dou v is greater than of your dou r. The next one, इसके अंदर एक छोटा सा कॉन्सेप्ट आता है, that is your angular dispersion. Angular dispersion, इसका डेरिवेशन जाने की जरूरत नहीं है, there is no use of that one also right now. Angular dispersion is represented by theta. So theta is equals to deviation of your violet color minus the deviation of your red color, larger angle minus smaller angle. तो ये बन जाएगा refractive index of violet color minus 1 into angle of your prism A minus refractive index of red color minus of your angle of your prism E. If I simplify this one, I'll be getting theta is equals to your mu V minus of your mu R into your angle of a prism, that is nothing but of your A. So this is your angular dispersion formula. So theta is equals to your mu V minus mu R into your angle of your prism. Is it clear, beta?
Yes, sir.
Chalo. Next one is your dispersive power. Next one is your dispersive power. Dispersive power represented by omega. Represented by omega. So this is your ratio of your angular dispersion. It is a ratio of your angular dispersion by your mean deviation. So can I write directly beta for this one? Theta divided by deviation of mean color is for violet or yellow color. So omega will be equal to theta value is how much beta? Mu v minus mu r into your angle of your prism A divided by deviation of yellow color is refractive index of yellow color minus of your 1 into your angle of a prism A. This angle will get cancelled. So omega, how much I'm getting right now, beta? Dispersive power is given by the formula. Omega is equals to mu v minus mu r divided by your refractive index of yellow color minus of your 1. So this is your dispersive power formula, omega.
Sir, mean पे
clear?
तो green आना चाहिए ना?
नहीं, yellow is a green color, beta. Not sorry, yellow is a green color. General colors में भी yellow और green, yellow mean color होता है ना बेटा?
Yes, sir.
ओके, विबजीआर के अंदर अगर हम लोग ले रहे हैं बेसिकली, तो येलो विल ऑलवेज बी योर ग्रीन। फिर भी लिख देता हूं आपके लिए, देखो, दिस विल बी योर विबजीआर In the VIBGR, yellow will be the mean color. Yellow is your mean color. Okay. So refractive index of your mean color is represented by your mu y beta. So mu y will be represented by your mu v plus of your mu r divided by 2. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Isn't it? That means deviation of your mean color will be equal to refractive index of yellow color minus 1 into your angle of your prism. So this will be the deviation for this. If I know the refractive index of violet and red, I can calculate the deviation by the formula mu y minus 1 into A. Mu y will be calculated with the formula mu v plus mu r divided by your two-part affiliation. So what
Yes,
is
sir.
an angular dispersion beta? And dispersive power will be equal to what? The ratio of your angular dispersion. This is
Dispersion.
your angular dispersion divided by your mean
Mean
deviation.
deviation.
Mean deviation. Clear? Hai?
Yes, sir.
Sure. And next one is combination of prisms. Next one is your combination of prisms. Combination of your prisms. Okay. The first one is deviation without dispersion. Deviation without any dispersion. इसका मतलब क्या हुआ? Deviation without dispersion. Dispersion नहीं है. Dispersion नहीं है. So without dispersion बोल रहा है. Without dispersion. That means angular dispersion will be equal to how much for me beta?
0.
0. Theta will be equal to 0. Isn't it? But deviation is not equal to 0. Clear hai? Second
Yes,
one.
sir.
Second one is about your dispersion without deviation. Dispersion without deviation. Dispersion without deviation. यानी यहाँ पर
Theta is not equal to 0.
theta is not
Deviation is
equal to 0, but deviation is equals to 0. Deviation is equals to 0. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
फर्स्ट वन चलते हैं जल्दी से. इसका डेरिवेशन नहीं कर रहा बेटा मैं. इट इज ऑल्सो नॉट रिक्वायर्ड, बट बेसिक जो भी है इसका मैं बता देता हूँ. Deviation, first one is without your dispersion. So next one is your deviation without your dispersion. Okay. तो मान के चलो मेरे पास यहाँ पर एक प्रिज्म है इस तरह से, और यहाँ पर एक प्रिज्म है इस तरह से. सुटेबल एडजस्टमेंट करेंगे हम लोग रे ऑफ लाइट का. तो इस पे हम लोग एक रे ऑफ लाइट डालेंगे इस तरह से. सो दिस इज योर इंसिडेंट रे ऑफ लाइट. ये हो गया एंगल ऑफ प्रिज्म, ये इसका ये हो गया एंगल ऑफ प्रिज्म ए डैश. इसका रिफ्रैक्टिव इंडेक्स म्यू है, इसका रिफ्रैक्टिव इंडेक्स हो जाएगा म्यू डैश. ठीक है ना. सो जैसे ये रे ऑफ लाइट क्या आ जाएगा इसके अंदर, तो स्लाइटली बेंड होके ऐसा कुछ गिरेगा यहाँ पर. ठीक है ना. फिर रे ऑफ लाइट फिर यहाँ पर क्या हो जाएगी बेटा, फिर छोटा सा रिफ्रैक्ट होके फिर ये रे ऑफ लाइट पूरी इस तरह से गिरेगी. ठीक है ना. फिर ये पूरा यहाँ पर इस तरह से जाएगा, यहाँ पर लगेगा. फिर फाइनली अगर मैं यहाँ पर कहीं पर एक स्क्रीन रखूं, इसने तो इसका एक स्पॉट हम लोग को यहाँ दिखेगा. ठीक है. सो ये जो बाहर आ रही है, तो जो बाहर आ रहा है, फिर ये दिस इज योर बीम ऑफ योर व्हाइट लाइट. This is a beam of your white light, and this will be a pure white light. ठीक है. इस ग्लास को हम लोग क्राउन ग्लास बोलते हैं बेटा. सॉरी, इसको हम लोग क्राउन ग्लास बोलते हैं, और इसको हम लोग फ्लिंट ग्लास बोलते हैं. तो इसमें क्या हो रहा है, देखो डिविएशन तो हो रहा है लेकिन डिस्पर्शन नहीं दिखाई दे रहा. देखो यहाँ पर ये रे ऑफ लाइट, अगर ये प्रिज्म्स नहीं होते तो ये ऐसा जाता कुछ.
Yes, sir.
तो
Straight.
यहाँ से यहाँ तक अब इसका डिविएशन दिख रहा है मेरे को.
Yes.
Isn't it? So this is your white spot. Some white spot will be seen on the screen. तो ये होगा मेरे पास. Isn't it? इसके अंदर क्या होगा बेसिकली, देखो बेटा, इसका जो डिस्पर्सिव पावर रहेगा θ1 और इसका डिस्पर्सिव पावर जो रहेगा θ2. Isn't it? So here total dispersion जो हो जाएगा, angular dispersion, that will be equal to θ1 plus θ2. That must be equal to how much for me बेटा, 0. इस कंडीशन को हम लोग क्या बोलते हैं, achromatic condition. This one is known as what? Achromatic condition. ठीक है? Because angular
Yes,
dispersion कितना होना चाहिए? 0 होना चाहिए ना. So theta
yes,
1 plus theta 2 will be equal to your 0, isn't it? यानी
yes, sir.
यानी deviation का फॉर्मूला, angular dispersion का फॉर्मूला क्या है बेटा? म्यू v माइनस ऑफ म्यू r into your angle of a prism ये प्लस.
Yes,
जब
sir.
इसमें जाएगा तो ये कितना बन जाएगा? म्यू v डैश माइनस ऑफ योर म्यू
You
r
are
डैश
dash
to angle
into
of
a
prism
dash.
a dash, that will be equal to 0. इसको अगर मैं
Yes,
सिंप्लीफाई करूं तो आई विल बी गेटिंग द एंगल ऑफ द प्रिज्म ऑफ द फ्रंट ग्लास इज a dash is equals to minus of your mu v minus of mu r divided by your mu v dash minus of your mu r dash into your angle of your prism a. So this is your angle of your prism. So a dash is equals to minus of mu v minus mu r divided by mu v dash minus mu r dash into your angle of your prism. This is your condition for your deviation without your dispersion. Is it clear?
yes, sir.
चलो very good. Next one चलते हैं जल्दी से. Dispersion
Without deviation.
without deviation. Dispersion without deviation. ए वीक के अंदर ऐसा प्लान करो कि आप लोग का रे ऑप्टिक्स के पूरे पीवाईक्यूज खत्म हो जाए बेटा. पूरे
Okay, sir.
पीवाईक्यूज 1 से 2 बार खत्म करो. नए नए क्वेश्चंस मत करो. लेवल 3 लेवल 4 के क्वेश्चन तो बिल्कुल छेड़ो मत. अगर आपके पास मटेरियल है तो लेवल 1 के प्रॉब्लम्स करो. फॉर्मूलेस अच्छी तरह से याद रखो, कब कैसा यूज करना है. छोटे छोटे ही प्रॉब्लम आएंगे बट ओनली थिंग इज वो टाइम पे आपको याद आना कि इसको ऐसा करना है. वो जब भी हो जाएगा जब आप लोग एक चैप्टर को 2-3 बार अच्छी तरह से प्रैक्टिस करोगे. वरना knowing the chapter is one thing, reproducing in examination hall is another thing. आना अलग बात है फिजिक्स, लेकिन जब पेपर दिया जाता है जब उसको आप लोग शॉर्टेस्ट टाइम में निकालना वो अलग बात होती है. वो जब भी हो सकता है जब आप वो स्मार्ट हो. अभी टाइम भी बहुत कम है. अगर आपका कल के दिन एग्जाम अगर पोस्टपोन भी हुआ तो मोस्ट प्रोबेबली 1 महीना या मे बी 1.5 मंथ मे भी वैसा होगा. मान के चलो नहीं हो रहा है तो अगस्त का टाइम है बेसिकली. अगर नहीं भी हो रहा है तो अच्छी बात है, अगर हो रहा है तो भी अच्छी बात है, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. उसको आप लोग ध्यान में मत दो. बट मेक श्योर दैट बिफोर द व्हाट यू कॉल द कंडीशन यू ट्राई टू कंप्लीट द सिलेबस. ड्रैग ऑन मत करो बेसिकली. अब सिर्फ आप लोग को मार्च अप्रैल के बाद यानी रिवीजन में ही होना चाहिए. अप्रैल के बाद फिर आप नया नया चैप्टर पढ़ना नहीं है. फिर स्टार्टिंग से करना नहीं है बेटा. ओनली थिंग इज चैप्टर पढ़ना है, उसके फॉर्मुलेस रिकलेक्ट करना है, 10-10 15-15 मिनट में पूरे खत्म करना है. क्लियर है? और
Yes,
पीवाईक्यूज
sir.
करते रहना है. पीवाईक्यूज जितनी बार होगा उतनी बार. मैंने आपको ऑलरेडी एम्स की भी एक पीवाईक्यूज भेजी है बुक में. अगर आपके
Yes,
फर्स्ट
sir.
ईयर के कुछ चैप्टर्स हो गए हैं तो वो चैप्टर्स का वो चैप्टर ले लो. 1 घंटा कहीं कोने में बैठो और लगातार पेपर लो और करते रहो. पहले क्वेश्चन को पढ़ते रहो अच्छी तरह से. पकड़ने की आदत डालो, क्वेश्चन पढ़ने की आदत डालो. और जब क्वेश्चन पढ़ रहे हैं तो क्वेश्चन के अंदर ही दिमाग के अंदर आप लोग का उसका फॉर्मूला, उसका डाटा और रिपोर्ट होते रहना बेसिकली. तो आप जल्दी जल्दी पेपर ले लिए, उसका डाटा लिख दिए और उसका फॉर्मूला रिकलेक्ट होना और उसको कैलकुलेट करते देखते रहना. और देखो कि 1-1 मिनट में प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व हो रहा नहीं हो रहा. अगर कोई प्रॉब्लम बड़ा है तो प्रॉब्लम नहीं है तो शायद वो टाइम दो प्रॉब्लम 2 मिनट या 3 मिनट देगा. कभी कभी ऐसा हो जाता है कि 1-2 क्वेश्चन थोड़े लेंथी हो जाते हैं बेसिकली. तो लेकिन
Yes, sir.
पूरे क्वेश्चन वैसे नहीं होते. लेकिन टारगेट लगा के रखना है कि आप लोग को विनिंग 1 मिनट और 1.5 मिनट में आप लोग को एक एक क्वेश्चन करना है. तो रोज एक पेपर ले लो, मे भी एक चैप्टर ले लो, एक बाजुक में बैठो 1-2 घंटा. अभी रमजान का पीरियड है, आप लोग आफ्टरनून में सोना गिना बंद कर लो. जितना टाइम मिला उतना अच्छा यूटिलाइज कर लो. फिजिक्स के लिए थोड़ा ज्यादा टाइम दे लो ये मंथ में और कंप्लीट कर लो. और 1-2 बुक, एक ही जो एमटीजी की मैंने आपको नीट की बुक भेजी थी वो खत्म कर लो और एम्स की खत्म कर लो. और इससे ज्यादा हटके आपको कुछ भी नहीं आता. उसमें क्या 40-50 क्वेश्चन, इसमें क्या 40-50 क्वेश्चन. 100 क्वेश्चन है एक रे ऑप्टिक्स में और 1 से 2 बार रिपीटेडली. लेकिन ऐसा नहीं है कि क्वेश्चन एंड सोल्यूशन देके करो. क्वेश्चन पढ़ो अच्छी तरह से, डाटा लिखो, क्वेश्चन पढ़ो, डाटा लिखो. समझ में नहीं आ रहा देन यू ट्राई टू गो टू द सोल्यूशन. जब तक आप सोल्यूशन मत देखो, जब तक आप लोग उसको रिकलेक्ट ना करें. अगर आप सोल्यूशन को देखते हुए अगर वो पूरी बुक भी करोगे ना तो यूज नहीं होगा. ये बात याद रखो बेसिकली. सोल्यूशन देखने से पहले आप लोग को गिरना है, मार लगना है. अगर आपको क्वेश्चन नहीं आ रहा है तो 102 बार लिखना है. आपको समझ में आना है कि क्यों नहीं आ रहा. देन यू ट्राई टू टेक द हेल्प ऑफ द सॉल्यूशन. देन ट्राई टू सी दैट यू डोंट रिपीट द सेम मिस्टेक इन द फर्दर एग्जाम. ठीक है?
Yes, sir. Okay, sir.
ये हो गया मेरे पास एक प्रिज्म यहाँ पर. नाउ वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट योर डिस्पर्शन विदाउट डिविएशन. और यहाँ पर मैं एक छोटा सा प्रिज्म ले रहा हूँ यहाँ पर इस तरह से. ओके इसका एंगल हो गया ये और इसका एंगल हो गया यहाँ पर ए डैश. ये हो गया प्रिज्म 1, ये हो गया प्रिज्म 2. इसका रिफ्रैक्टिव इंडेक्स यहाँ पर है म्यू और इसका रिफ्रैक्टिव इंडेक्स है यहाँ पर म्यू डैश। अब रे ऑफ डायग्राम देखो कैसा होता है। When a ray of light is being incident on this one like this, तो क्या हो जाता, अगर ये प्रिज्म नहीं होता तो रे ऑफ लाइट might have been gone in straight line like this, but due to the prism a ray of light what क्या हो जाएगा, डिविएट होगा और
Bend.
यहाँ पर ऐसा गिरेगा पूरे रे ऑफ लाइट। फिर यहाँ से ये इस तरह से जाएगा, ये इसका ऑलमोस्ट ऑल पैरेलल बनेगा, ये भी इसका ऑलमोस्ट ऑल लाइक पैरेलल बनेगा, फिर रे ऑफ लाइट ऐसा जाएगा। यहाँ पर कहीं पर मैंने एक स्क्रीन रखा हुआ है, स्क्रीन या मान के चलो एक मिरर रखा हुआ है, उस मिरर पे मैं पूरा रे ऑफ लाइट देख रहा हूँ इसमें जितने भी रे ऑफ लाइट डिफरेंट हो रहे हैं, तो डिविएट होके रे ऑफ लाइट्स आर बीइंग इंसिडेंट ऑन दिस। क्लियर है? ऐसा होता है
Yes, sir.
डिस्पर्शन विदाउट योर डिविएशन का कंडीशन। तो इसमें टोटल डिस्पर्शन क्या होना चाहिए बेटा, टोटल डिस्पर्शन डाउ 1 प्लस ऑफ योर डाउ 2, डिविएशन नहीं है, दैट मस्ट बी इक्वल टू 0,
0.
दैट मस्ट बी इक्वल टू योर 0। क्लियर है?
Yes, sir.
चलो, यानी अगर ये 0 है मतलब क्या लिखोगे बेटा इसके लिए, म्यू माइनस 1 इंटू एंगल ऑफ प्रिज्म ए प्लस म्यू डैश माइनस 1 इंटू एंगल ऑफ प्रिज्म ए डैश विल बी इक्वल टू 0।
0.
इसमें से आ जाएगा a dash value is equals to mu minus 1 in by divided by your mu dash minus 1 into your angle of your prism is. So this will be your mu dash. आ गया?
Yes, sir.
Isn't it? So that are the some of the basic problems you should remember for your examinations part of relations. I hope you got rough idea related to this one.
Yes, sir.
तो जल्दी से एक क्वेश्चन कर लेते हैं इस पे। See this question. A thin prism P1 with angle 4 degree and made from glass of refractive index 1.54 is combined with your another thin prism P2 made from glass of refractive index 1.72 to produce dispersion without deviation. The angle of prism P2 is चलो बताओ जल्दी से। First option is 5.33 degree, second option is 4 degree, third option is 3 degree and fourth option is 2.6 degree। यहाँ क्या बोल रहा है बेटा, डिस्पर्शन विदाउट डिविएशन, यानी कंडीशन क्या हो जाएगी, डिस्पर्शन विदाउट डिविएशन यानी डिविएशन नहीं है, दैट मींस डाउ 1 प्लस डाउ 2 मस्ट बी इक्वल टू 0। अभी जो फॉर्मूला लिखा हम लोग ने, तो ये डैश विल बी इक्वल टू योर, दिस विल बिकम फॉर मी हाउ मच बेटा, म्यू माइनस 1 डिवाइडेड बाय म्यू डैश माइनस 1 इनटू एंगल ऑफ प्रिज्म ये। क्लियर है? म्यू 1 की वैल्यू कितनी है, म्यू की वैल्यू कितनी है बेटा, 1.54 minus 1 into your angle of prism will be equal to how much right now for me? This one is nothing but of your 4 divided by mu dash value is how much for me? 1.72 minus 1. So that will be equal to how much for me? 0.54 into your 4 divided by this will be equal to your 0.72. ये बन रहा कितना देखो a dash, it will be equal to minus आ जाएगा यहाँ पर, this one is also minus, this one is also minus, this one is also minus. So this one is 0.54 into 4 divided by 0.72. देखो कितना आ रहा,
-3, sir.
very good, this one is minus 3 degrees। आया सभी को?
Yes, sir.
क्वेश्चंस ऐसे ही रहेंगे बेटा ऑलमोस्ट ऑल रफली। मान के चलो मेरे पास एक और एक थिन प्रिज्म है, we have got a thin prism of angle 15 degree angle 15 degree, made of glass of refractive index mu1 is equals to 1.5, mu point 1.5, and is combined with another prism of glass of refractive index mu2 is equals to 1.75. The combination of the prism produces dispersion without deviation. Dispersion without your deviation. The angle of second prism is चलो जल्दी से बताओ. The thin prism of angle दे रखा है कितना बेटा 15 degrees. Total deviation must be equal to 0. यानी dou1 plus of your dou2 must be equal to 0. So for this one is refractive index of first one is how much for me? 1.5 minus 1 into angle of this prism is how much for me beta? 15 degrees, plus this one will be 1.75 minus 1 into your a dash must be equal to 0. ठीक है ना?
0.1.
So 0.1 आ रहा. So
Yes,
इधर
sir.
कितना आ रहा? 1.5 minus 1 is 0.5. 0.5 मतलब 15 by 2 प्लस ये हो जाएगा 1.3 by 4. 1.7 मतलब कितना बेटा? ये बन जाएगा कितना? 1.7 minus 1 यानी ये बन जाएगा 3 by 4.
0.75.
3 by 4 times of a dash 0.75 मतलब. So that will be equal to 0. तो a dash वैल्यू कितना आ रहा? a dash is equals to minus of your 15 by 2 into your ये हो जाएगा 4 by 3. तो 2 1s are 2 2s are 3 1s are 3 5s are. तो ये बना कितना? a dash is equals to minus 10 degree. ठीक है ना? ऑप्शंस नहीं दिया था मैंने इसलिए आप लोग कंफ्यूजन हो गया. तो आंसर क्या है इसका? 10 डिग्री. ठीक है, माइनस ऑफ 10. क्लियर है?
Yes, sir.
मैंने आप लोग को कल कहाँ है आप लोग? नीट की जो बुक भेजी थी बेटा इसमें से आप लोग प्लीज ट्राई टू कंप्लीट द क्वेश्चंस ऑफ योर रे ऑप्टिक्स.
Okay, sir.
रे ऑप्टिक्स जितना हम लोग अभी पढ़े हैं उसको आप लोग खत्म करने की कोशिश कर लो. सो एम्स 2019 में देखो बेटा क्वेश्चन कैसा था रे ऑप्टिक्स में. काइनेटिक थियरी कितने क्वेश्चंस पूछा है जनरली देखो कहाँ गया चैप्टर. या देखो रे ऑप्टिक्स में कितने क्वेश्चन है? 1 2 3 4
7.
5 6 7 क्वेश्चंस बेटा एम्स के पेपर. जनरली अपने पास भी 3-4 क्वेश्चन होते हैं बेसिकली. 2 क्वेश्चन तो मिनिमम होते हैं बेसिकली.
Yes, sir.
तो इसमें एक क्वेश्चन कल वाला कर रहे थे हम लोग ये फिश वाला कॉन्सेप्ट ये वाला.
Yes, sir.
स्पेरिकल मिरर पे एक है, टेलीस्कोप्स पे एक है, कॉन्वेक्स लेंस पे एक है, इक्विलेटरल देखो प्रिज्म पे क्वेश्चन पूछा है. The refractive index of the material of the equilateral triangle prism is 1.6. The angle of minimum deviation due to the prism. Direct question है कि नहीं? Refractive
Yes,
index
sir.
दिया रखा है, angle of minimum deviation पूछ रहा है. So dou minimum will be equal to mu minus 1 into angle of prism, isn't it?
Yes.
So you can simplify from that one. So direct prism पे क्वेश्चन पूछा गया हुआ है. और lenses हम लोग कल करेंगे बेटा. Refraction और lenses और lens makers formula we'll try to do it by tomorrow. And day after tomorrow we'll try to do for the optical instruments. So इस वीक में हम लोग थियरी खत्म करेंगे. Then उसके बाद इस पे एक वर्किंग असाइनमेंट भी करेंगे.
Okay,
ठीक है?
sir. Yes, sir.
टेक केयर बेटा. बाय.
Thank you, sir. Jazakallah khair.